Happy government mandated jet lag. Can't we just pick a time and stick to it? Or better yet, put us all on UTC. Hi, and welcome to Quilt Meets World, where we have adventures in piecing and joy. I'm Russ. Come on into my sewing room. Work was horrible this week, and not so much in a we had a lot to do with tight deadlines kind of method, but it was we were in meetings all freaking week from 8 a.m. to somewhere between 3 and 5 p.m. every single day. Meetings just drain people, and when you're stuck in them every day, you get really drained really fast. And we were just sitting in the meetings. It's not like we had any input to give. We weren't doing any presentations. We couldn't give any feedback. We were just basically there to have a body. We still had to pay attention because we are going to be involved in testing later on with this. So we have to know what the users said they wanted and make sure we understand really what's going on with the models. But that's really it. And the models are pretty simple. It's A times B equals C, rate times volume equals revenue and things like that. But yeah, it's when you start to realize the intensity of the beats, it just got bad. So it was not my idea of exciting, but it did allow me to do a couple things on the side that, you know, during areas that I didn't have to have as much attention, I was able to do a few things. I joined Stephen and Stephanie's Zoom for a little bit. I had the video going on and with the meeting, and then when I had to pay attention, I paid attention. When I had a little bit of opportunity to sew, I did some sewing. So there was that. But yeah, still mentally exhausted. And on top of that, this government mandated jet lag. I'm not going to be happy next week at work. The shenanigans around the house have been pretty fun. Riley has been very super snuggly this week. Not sure what's going on, whether she's still, had been missing me from QuiltCon or what, but, cuddling on the couch, I will take any time of the day. There was one amusing thing that happened. We were doing one of our walks around the block yesterday, and as we came around the corner, it was like the perfect storm. Three of my neighbors were out, two of them across the street and one next door. And then we also had another neighbor from the neighborhood coming around the bend walking their doggo. So Riley was just basically like, okay, everybody is out right now. Who do I want to go say hi to? Do I want to go say hi to them? Do I want to go say hi to them? Do I want to go say hi to them? Do I want to go say hi to the doggo? It was, you could tell that she was getting a little overwhelmed until she made the decision that she wanted to go to the people immediately next door, because apparently Lulu, their puppy dog, was in the car. So she just did a beeline, and thankfully, she's on the leash, so she didn't get very far, but she did kind of yank me, as a dog with a lot of energy can do. Everything was fine. She actually did ignore the other doggo, which was a good thing. I think the fact that we were heading to the front porch kind of pushed her away, but it was still good. Percy stayed pretty chill for the week. He did end up attacking me a few times with lovings while I was on the conference calls, so that helped make the days that I was working from home that much better. In my sewing room, I didn't get a lot done. Like I said, I was on conference calls all week. So it was not a lot of time here because when I got home, I just wanted to crash. I did get some cutting done for the Progressive Pride flag quilt that I bought at QuiltCon. And Saturday on my 11sies, I did some of the sewing. I got some of the half square triangles started using triangulations, my favorite method. But doing it that way, I did not have to do all the exact cutting. There was a lot of squares that they wanted cut. And I was basically able to divide that by almost four. And I didn't have to do perfect cuts. So I was able to get a handful of squares cut, and then I used triangulations to get them sewn up. This is the purples that I have. I really only have the purples and the reds done just because there is the most of both of those. Here's the reds. I'm still trying to play with my camera settings, so I'm not getting any good quality out of the reds. I apologize for that. Don't know what's going on. Purple looked really good though. So I don't know. I did get basically 2 pinwheels done. You can almost see that it's a pinwheel. The bottom 2/3 of the quilt is very easy because all it is just getting half square triangles done and sewn into pinwheels and sewing the pinwheels together. The top third is still easy half square triangles, but it's doing a lot more math. It's not, the full set of 4 for half square triangles. I have to do, in many cases, individual ones. So that's where it makes it a little bit more thinking and complexities, but I'll still be able to have those done and should be able to get the quilt done fairly quickly once I get the triangles done. After I finished my live, I went to that big box craft store that begins with a J, and I went there because I needed batting. Of course, when I get there, I can't just say I need batting. I have to go through the novelty prints and everything else that they have for fabric there. I've always said that they have a wonderful selection of novelties, and I found a couple that I wanted. 2 of them that I found, I got because it's part of a secret sew that I'm working on. Sorry, not going to share it. And then I bought a backing, or I bought some fabric for a backing on a quilt that I have in my mind for somebody else. So that's going to be a lot of fun. It got unicorns on it. Got to the register. A little upset because their computers were down, so they had to do everything by hand, which meant my mind wasn't really paying any attention to everything. Got everything and checked out and left the store. I got about halfway home and I realized I forgot to use the gift card that I had brought. This is the main reason why I wanted to go, besides the fact that I needed, batting, but I had a gift card that I used for it. So I guess that means I'll have to go back. I did get their $5 bounce back coupon. So that expires this week. So maybe I should go this afternoon. Not going to happen. Government mandated jet lag, too much work. I didn't get, too much more done because trying to recover from the aforementioned government mandated jet lag. I woke up early today, but yeah, I didn't crawl out of bed until closer to the time that I normally would have. And then I looked at the clock and realized, oh, it's an hour later than I thought it was. Barely got my breakfast done. Came in here, I watched Shannon's brunch while I was trying to get a couple other things done. And when she said that it was 12:55, I was like, but it only feels like it's 11:55. Oh, yeah, time change. So I'm going to be a little bit grumbly today. I am kind of mad that I did not do the same idea that a coworker of mine has done. He is taking tomorrow off so that he has that extra day to recover. And I think I'm going to just put a little note in my calendar next year as we are figuring out our PTO to take tomorrow off. So I don't have to deal with this an extra day. But maybe just, ripping off the Band-Aid, getting into the office the next couple days will help, maybe? We will see. This Wednesday, March 13th at 7 p.m. Eastern Time, will be our third episode of the Sewcial Review. It is basically our little panel show that is hosted by Stephen of The Idiot Quilter, Walter, also of The Idiot Quilter, Stephanie of Quilting with Stephanie's Stitches, Shannon of Slay Arts, and myself, where we go around and we chit chat about whatever topic of the month is. It's going to be on my channel this month, so I will have a link in the description below. It's always a hoot when the five of us get together. When we first, all were together at Stephanie's retreat back in December, there was a lot of hysterics going on. We're going to be talking about how we organize our projects, and specifically when we have multiple projects going on or when we have a whole bunch of the workflow. And, everybody has at least 2 or 3 dozen projects going on at the same time, right? We'd love for you to come join us, ask questions, get us off topic, and see where the conversation goes. What am I working on this week? I don't know. It normally takes me a few days to recover from, I'm still going to call it that, government mandated jet lag. So I'm going to be lazy the next couple days. That said, I do need to get a quilt finished for Saturday Samplers, so I have something to show. So I've got to juggle that in everything. Also, a friend of mine is coming into town for the weekend. He is getting here Thursday. So I know the evenings starting from Thursday will be shenanigans out with him. Not sure what we're doing yet, but we will figure it out. Uh, this coming Saturday morning is going to be Saturday Sampler. After that, I will be doing my 11sies. And it'll probably be a continuation of, I have a picture of it here, the Progressive Pride Flag quilt. So, which that orange looked a little weird. I got to figure out my camera settings. Maybe I can pull them up from my laptop and see if that works, because I have those mostly working. Anyway, I should hopefully have enough of the half square triangles done by then that I can start piecing them together, and we can see what the bottom 2/3 of it will hopefully look like, and maybe I'll have enough to show more progress on it. Yeah, that's almost a bad pun. I don't know what other weekend shenanigans that we'll do, but I'm sure that I will be able to give everybody an update next week. Anyway, I think that's about it for today. You know what to do if you want to hack the YouTube algorithm. It's full of likes, subscribes, and comments. You could also share the video or channel with your friends, because that would be awesome. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day and an awesome week. Until next time, stay happy, keep stitching.